So we will create the context segments and add the country and city fields by adding the value set data. So let's say EXSP dev 18. Okay, now. So now I will do here. So we have identified the DFF name for the job page. We identify the DFF name for the job page. We identify the DFF name for the job page. So that yesterday we have identified. Once again, I will show you how to identify. My client will data exchange.
View business objects. Job. Flex fields. What jobs?
Okay. So now what I will do, let me go to the setup and maintenance. Search, manage descriptive flex fields. Manage descriptive flex fields. Search this name. You can update. Okay. So first I will go with the manage context. We'll go with the manage context. Click on place. So I will give the name as some location. So this name can be any name ways. So this name can be any name. Is navigation clear, or do you want to show once again this screen navigation?
Yeah, sure.
Show once again, Abhi.
Sure. So go to the setup and maintenance. Search manage dot field. Sorry. Setup and maintenance. Search manage descriptive flex fields. Manage descriptive flex fields. Many descriptive flex field code.
underscore jobs underscore name.
Click on update. So go to the main context. Click on plus. Okay now? Display name, location. So this name can be any name, location. Once you press the save button, guys. Once you press the save button, this place will be enabled. Once you press the save button, this place will be enabled. Click on plus. So here I'm going to add now country. Data type, character. Name country, description country, and so this is the important, guys. This is important. So that means in the job page, in the job page, whatever the value entered in the country field, that value will be stored into attribute one column. So I already told it in the starting of the session, every page, every Fusion page behind that one table will be there. So every Fusion page behind that one table will be there. That means, so for jobs page also one table will be there. One table will be there. So same way when user entered, for example, when user entered, when you create the new user, from the security console, so there was one table per underscore users, right? Same way job page also there must be some table will be there. In that table,
Yeah, Vamsi, one question here na, like a job behind one table is there na. So the table how we need to find? That means suppose if we go for suppliers na, in the suppliers behind we have more than one table is there, like the data that will store in tables. So the table how we need to find?
yeah, that is only for naming convention, Prabhakar.
Not naming, so that table name if I want to find, then how?
So you have to go to Fusion Apps OER here. Go to the OER, store application.
Suppose if we go for per users na users table, there that email section is there, but that email that is not stored in per underscore users. Then where and we need to find?
So you need to check the per email addresses table. So if you see here,
Per email address, the table is not there.
okay, let me check.
Yeah. Why? Because they are asking interview related these questions only. If a supplier is there, what was the table name and what was the column? Like if a supplier number is there, behind that there is a one column is there. That kind of questions they are asking.
Yeah, I will show you. Don't worry, Prabhakar.
Okay.
You don't worry. Everything I will show you. Okay, don't worry. So you are asking email addresses not there, right?
Yeah. Yes. No. Based on that page, other than OER, is there any way to get all the tables? Like if we are debugging or
No, only this is the
okay.
one.
Okay.
Don't worry. Everything I will show you. Okay.
Okay.
So whatever the doubts you have, you note it down. I will show you everything. I will show you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So now, so country is the field name, and the data of the country will be stored into attribute one column for the job page. So what is the value sets yesterday we have created? So this is the country value set yesterday we have created. So whatever the value set yesterday created, that value set it is storing here like this. So the country the country field I am creating. The data of the country field will come from this value set. The country data, whatever you selected from the job page, that value will be stored into attribute one column. Here now. So prompt is country and display name. Drop down list. Drop down list. Display size 10. Display.
So shall we change that name in table, sir? Attribute one instead of any name.
Yeah, there are multiple columns.
Oh, sir, like country. If I want to give country only.
How it is? This is attribute 1 to 10 standard column names.
Okay. Sir.
So these column names we cannot change. So this is the standard, we cannot change.
Okay. Sir.
Okay. Okay. Save and close. Save and close. Save and close. Country field I am created. Save and create another. Save and create another. City. Character. Value set. So that means city column data will be stored into attribute 2, and the city's data will come from the this value set. Okay. So here I will do the drop down list. Display size 10. Display size 10. So city field. So I'm creating the city field. This is the value set name, and this column value will be stored into attribute to column from the job page. This is the save and close. Okay. So I have created one context segment location. In that location, I am creating the two columns, two fields, city and country. And this column data will come from this value set. And this column data will store into attribute 1 and attribute 2 columns for the standard Oracle table. Save and close. Save and close. So here in the context we have in the context of the job page. So previously these three values are there. These three values are there. Now we added the location. So for example, for your understanding purpose. Save and close. Deploy the flex field. 1 minute. Hmm? Okay. Done. So after you deploy the flex field, you need to sign out and re-login. the.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Yeah, sure.
If you want to get that data from table based on the country name, we need to use attribute one as a name, sir, or country, sir?
Attribute 1.
Attribute. Okay, sir.
Attribute 1. Yeah. Manage job page. Manage job page. You will see the create the job. So name I will give. Name I will give some name. Fill job. Fill job code. Click on next. So now you will see the context value, the location name. In existing context value, these 3 values are there. So this we have created. This we have created. So if I select the location, country and city fields displayed. So for example, I am selecting the country India. So the India related cities will come. If I select the USA, US related cities will come. India, this will come. USA, this will come. Okay. So I will select the India. City, I will select the Hyderabad. Click on next. So this data is not mandatory. Click on next. Next. Save. So that means in the backend table, attribute 1 and attribute 2 columns, this India and Hyderabad will store. Save and submit. So guys, now we need to find out the table name for the job page, right? So you have to go to Fusion Apps OER, cloud application. Search here. Tables and use for HCM. Tables and use for HCM. So here tables and views for HCM. So you need to go to the core HR module, global human resource tables. So you are asking email address is not there, right? Let me try. Our email address is there, na?
But when I check it, in there that data is not there.
Our email addresses.
Is when we create the person that time.
You said that our email addresses table itself not there like that.
Yeah. When we create the new employee, that time this data will be there. That means.
Okay. Per users table, we'll see that email address column is there or not. Per email address. Per users. We have a username is there, no? Username is there. And, okay. Anyway, we'll check that one. Okay. First, we'll complete this one. Huh?
Yeah.
Sir, how to get that search bar, sir?
With search bar? Control F.
Control F.
F.
Okay.
Per jobs. So take this per jobs underscore F. So just take the per jobs underscore F. And then what you will do, you have to go here to check the table whether the attribute 1 and attribute data stored or not. Security tools, reports and analytics. Browse catalog. The model. Where search star from per job underscore F, where
Attribute 1, sir.
job code equal to So you will ask what is the how you know that job code is the column name. So you have to go here and you can check the column names. Job code is the column name. So this is the data what I entered in the front end. Click on OK. So it's him. Right. Data. So now you see the attribute 1 and attribute 2 here. Attribute 1 and attribute 2. Understand or not? So I already told you now, while you create the field from the front end, there is a column called attribute 1 and attribute 2 I have selected, right? So that means whatever the column value I selected from the front end, so that column value, the data of the field will be stored here. For example, country I selected India, the India data has stored in the attribute 1. For example, in the city I selected Hyderabad attribute 2 I have it is storing.
So we can give any of attribute, right, in the drop down?
Yeah, that will be decided by client. Client will
Okay.
tell you, so you store the value into attribute 4, attribute 5, whichever the names. So accordingly, you need to select here.
Okay, how many attributes will be there?
So you check that attribute 26.
No, in that drop down there are only 10 attributes, right?
That means
on the page.
Those are maybe used for other purpose.
Okay.
For example, now we have used attribute 1 and attribute 2, right? If I am trying to use another column for attribute 1 and attribute 2, it will not come. Okay. So for your better
Okay, so
understanding.
this is the unique ones for each and every field.
For example, I want to create one more column in the job page, something like that. Country, city, and street. Maybe street.
Okay.
Street I want to store into attribute 1. It will not accept. Okay. For your understanding, let me show you setup and maintenance.
No, it is not like that, Vamsi. It is that attribute 1, attribute 2 is empty attributes. Like if they want to create a new fields, whatever the new fields, instead of country, city, and some other fields, the columns they created, that unassigned columns, those attributes are like unassigned columns.
That is what same I am telling to her.
Yeah, yes.
So attribute 1 and attribute 2 already we used, right?
Yes.
So now you try to use the same go to main list context. context code location. Search. Update. So now add one more column. So now if you see here, the attribute 1 and attribute 2 not there, right?
Okay.
Because we have used them now. We have used
Yes,
that is the
yes.
reason it is not coming. So that means
Okay.
the city and country fields we already assigned to country and we already assigned to attribute 1 and attribute 2. If you are trying to create another field, so that attribute 1 and attribute 2 you cannot use because so that already assigned.
Okay. So after we delete the country and the city
It will
fields,
come
the
here.
attributes again.
Again it will come here.
Okay.
Again you delete there and deploy the flex field, it will come here.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
So that is the way it will work. Understand, right?
Vamji, if you want to add more cities, initially 3 cities only you have entered, right? If you want to add more cities, you have to edit that.
Where so you have to edit in the value set.
Yeah, value set we have to edit.
Yeah, correct. Value set. Value sets. So value set code. What is the value set code?
APL.
Something. So independent value set, right? You can't update any values. Such. Here you can add one more. Yes.
What, Vamji?
Okay. Okay. Now we have done for the what context segments, right? Context segments. Now we'll do for the global segments. So I will write the high level steps. First, give the new context. New context as location.
New context value, sir. Value.
Yeah, whatever. Location. Then we have created 2 fields. So what are the 2 fields? Country and then we have created the 2 fields, country and city. Okay. And we have selected country and city as country and city as
The attribute 1 and attribute 2.
we have selected country and city as attribute 1 and attribute 2. Okay. Deploy the text. Apply the flex field, then log out and log in. Log out and log in. And verify the data stored backend and verify the data stored in the backend table or not. So what is the table name? Jobs underscore F. For jobs underscore F. Okay. Now, so this is the context segments, guys. Now we'll do the global segments.
Sir, what is the website name for the per job underscore job if, sir?
It there now. So you go here. OER. I will put in the running notes. Cloud application. Human resources. You search here. Tables and views for. That's tables and views for. Right. So for example, I want to search the jobs table. Jobs table. We need to expand now. Okay, I think we need to expand. So this is the tables identification is a very, very important piece. Why? Because our next BIP reports topic is completely for tables only. Global human resource. Search here. Something job. So you may ask questions, sir. There with the jobs name, there are many tables are there, right? So whatever the jobs related tables, you need to check one by one, and whatever the sample data given by functional consultant, if that data matches, we need to find out that table name. Okay. Okay. Anyway, we will do now global segments. So how to find out the setup and maintenance? Manage global segments. Manage descriptive flex fields. Per jobs DFF. So global segments, click on plus. Name I will use. So same name I cannot use, but give the XX country. Value set. So I'm giving attribute 6. Default value. Drop down list. Save and close. Save and create. Dependent value set. Drop down list. Attribute 7 it will store. Save and close. In the global segments, we have created 2 fields. Save and close. So whenever you do any changes in the descriptive flex field level, the deployment status become disabled. So whenever you create the So whenever you create the descriptive flex fields information, so the deployment status become disabled. Deployment status become disabled. Deploy flex field. Okay. So log out and log in. Dot. So let's go to the setup and maintenance. Manage. So ABC job code. So XX country and XX city. So XX country I select the India. Oh, I think maybe city name I have given wrong, right?
Yeah, sir, you have given
Depend
dependent.
department.
Yeah. Okay. So you know, right? Do you want me to correct or in correction means we need to deploy the flex fields, right? Search. Manage descriptive flex fields. City value I have given wrong. So after you do the changes, make sure that you need to deploy the flex field. Okay. Now let's create the job. Manage job. ABC job. India. This time I will be the Bangalore. Okay. Next. Okay. So now search here is ABC job. So this is the one we have created. Copy this one. Mm. Hmm. So now attribute 6 and attribute 7 will store and country and city. So this is the way you can find out the tables and backend information. So we have discussed today context segments and global segments. Global segments means, guys, if you create the flex field, for example, if you see something here, next. So on the page open, you can see these fields. Context segments means you have to select this one, then fields will come. So whichever the client say that, we have to do like that. So you are asking Prabhakar that we'll check now. Security console, users, and user account. This email address, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I will verify now. Insurance, huh?
Yeah.
Password. Yeah. So you search here. The username of Shapsity story. Now you go to the table. Underscore. Oh yeah, username it is storing here. Case user per users, right?
There is no email column in per underscore users.
Which one?
Per underscore users, there is no email column.
Yes. Yeah, definitely there must be some other table will be there that we need to join to get the email. That we need to find out. Per users table. The per users table. What are these?
Sir, we checked per emails, na sir. Previously. Can you try that?
Yeah, he checked that. He said that he checked in the email table.
Okay.
Well, yes. No. Email column not there. per persons. Per user slow. Credentials email center. Who's not that? Per email addresses. Per email addresses table. Person ID there. Person ID there. Let me verify. Huh?
Okay.
Email address. Per email addresses. Interest equal to. Okay.
See that person ID is there now. Can you check with that person ID in the per users table?
Person ID null, na?
Okay.
Person ID null. So definitely it will store somewhere. Per email address. Per email.
Sir, per persons, persons.
Per email addresses. Video. I will find out, Prabhakar. Okay. Give some time.
Yeah, okay.
Tomorrow. Thank you.